first time in a new Jackson boat, the Traverse 10. It's kind of a combination of a flat water and whitewater boat. Designed a lot more for whitewater than any of our older models. And I'm going to see how it does for flat water. That's all I'm ready to do at this point. But so far, the cockpit's nice and comfortable. Feels, you know, somewhere in between a Zen medium and a Karma medium, maybe about like a Karma medium. A little big on me, but not huge. Got no seat pad in here, just a regular outfitting, just the way it comes. But snugged up the bulkhead nice and tight. Everything feels just like my old whitewater boats. Not much different, really. Let's see. Definitely spins out if you just stop paddling, kind of like most whitewater boats do. It's really nimble though. Wags back and forth just a little bit more than I'd expect from a full wreck boatish combination. It's got a little more rocker, I believe, than our Rogue or all-water series. Seems like a pretty narrow hull. Really lively. Super easy to lean back and forth. Just the larger size. I'm actually kind of surprised. It feels a little more like a medium than a large boat, but it's got a pretty big cockpit. I guess it's just a little narrower than whitewater boats of this type. Let's see about sprinting up to speed real quick. No problem there. It's not really rocking back too bad. It's got a lot of side-to-side play as far as the sweep really changes directions. Really easy to turn with just a quick stroke. One forward sweep. I'm 180 degrees, no problem. Yeah, it's actually a lot like a whitewater boat, actually. Like maybe just a little bit narrower, a little better acceleration than most whitewater boats, but really lively feeling. Beautiful turn. Caused a really nice turn, not sliding out too much. Got a little worried about getting some water in the cockpit, but probably shouldn't have. That actually felt pretty good. I'm going to try with the drop-down skeg is released now. Let's see if that changes things a little bit. Well, that waggy feeling is pretty much gone. And now I'm going in a much straighter line. And eventually the veer takes over, so still pretty lively performer. Oh yeah, that changes things a lot. Look at that. Now it's more like now I get about 90 degrees effortlessly with that first stroke. So now it's acting like a little bit longer boat for sure. I'm not feeling the acceleration that much difference, but it just keeps going the right way. A lot less wag back and forth with every stroke. I'm not doing a real vertical stroke or anything. I'm just doing more like a rep, kind of lazy day paddle. Feels good. See if it'll still carve. Oh, look at that. A nice smooth turn. Not sliding out one bit. Liking that. Oh yeah, super stable. Rock solid up on this rail and just keeps carving, keeps carving. Look at that, I'm still just gliding along. Oh, that definitely does help. The rudder system really transforms this boat from more of a full whitewater feel to being a lot more acceptable in the flat water that I'm going to be doing today. I usually don't use a rudder in the Rogue or the all-water. I don't think I ever really used them that much, but I think in this boat I would. Oh, it just rocks solid. That secondary stability is ridiculous. Huh. Yeah. A little bit of sprint action. And there we go with the veer. Really nice combination. I'd say that this boat's going to be a little bit less flat water oriented than the Rogue or the all water in particular. but certainly worthy for what I'm doing today, just knocking out some miles on this beautiful lake shore. Gonna go check out some of these side creeks. Lake's really low, the side creeks might have an extra rapid or two, and just gonna see what we've got for today. But yeah, in general, I think this is a pretty able whitewater boat. I think I might actually paddle this on whitewater a good bit, something like the Caney Fork that's a little longer, be a little bit easier to paddle than say Unlimited or something like that, where you're really going straight and locked into a line. This thing feels really nimble, more like a stretched Fat or a I'm not sure what else, maybe a stretched Karma or something, but it's got that extra side stability that I really like of the Karma series, but it doesn't have the it's not quite as wide, not quite as cumbersome around the cockpit area, a little less boat through here. I think it's going to be a nice boat and a pretty good size for me, actually. It's not quite as huge as I thought. Paddle's very nice. I look forward to trying the 9.